For anyone watching, man, my allergies been acting up. Yikes. Okay, here we go. The moon has risen. The taste of home. I am a hero. This song just oozes to me being a superhero. Hey Escher. I think that's how I say the name, Escher. Yeah, my stream yesterday stuff was hilarious. I have a few regulars that come by. One of them's a mod. I think two of them are. Yeah. I have a couple mods actually. Like maybe 6. Catch 5 special fish in a lunar realm event. I gotta do this because, you know. Okay. So what's gonna happen, brother? So I'm gonna go all the way up here. To the promised land. Yes. How is my team losing? Like, I'm multi-gaming right now. I'm doing this. Plus, I'm doing a game called Romancing Saga RE Universe. I'm gonna do this right now. Brothers and sisters. What? Okay. What should I do? I can level up these artifacts, brother. But I don't know. I'm feeling kind of lazy. How much money do I even have? $300,000 Mora is not enough to do artifact runs. Huh. Wrong type of scrolls, baby. Yeah, back. My allergies. When I get allergies, like this, that just goes crazy. I like take my headset out. But how you said your internet sucks. Yeah, sorry you gotta go through that, man. But it's kind of like a normal thing, actually. There's a grip of people that get screwed with regards to their internet. Like my one buddy, he pays like $200 something for good internet, and it's still crappy. $200 wasted.
Snow that once adorned the world in silver, thaws to reveal the...
I'll bring my seasonings!
We're gonna do artifact runs because
Gonna be epic!
we don't know if
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Eloy's her stuff will be hot Garbaggio. So we have to
Let's light
do
it up!
it.
Nice and spicy!
How the hell did that hit? Here we go! It's me, Mario! Let's go! Oh, goodness. Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Everybody stand back!
Eat this!
Put a hook on.
Time to go!
I gotta put the hurting on them.
Going in!
This what happens when you put the hurting on them. Defeated. Uh-oh. There's no escape. I can't believe I fell in that stupid hole and now I have to run all the way over here, brothers. I'm not looking. Because I'm trying to multi-game and my phone is being a dummy dum. Okay. Listen here, brother. Oh my goodness. This like makes me sick. That HP piece might be good for Kokomi, though. We have to believe, man. telling you right now.
Solidify.
Nice and spicy.
I'm gonna have to put a hurting on you, brother. Oh man. You wanna know what though? That's really interesting that you're allergic to avocados. Oh, a crispy damage. Look at that. That's good. I am allergic to sunlight. No cap. I'm literally allergic to heat, too much heat, humidity, and sunlight. So people look at me like I'm crazy when I wear a long sleeve like shirt, a turtleneck, or a jacket or sweater in 100-degree weather, and I'm like, I would rather be hot in this than have sunlight on me and burn like a damn vampire.
Everybody stand back.
Let me tell ya, I get a whole bunch of dirty looks too.
Time to go.
Get a whole bunch of dirty looks for something that's not even my fault.
I'm going in.
Like, I can't help what I'm allergic to. You know what I mean? But people just automatically assume I'm crazy. Yeah, I remember in elementary school, right? In elementary school, there was this junior league baseball player. He came to visit the kids, and I was one of the kids at the time when I was real young, and what happened was, he seen how good I was at hitting the baseball. I was so good that he said when I grow up, I could be in like the junior major leagues. Because I always hit home runs, always. In the same spot over and over too. And I could catch the baseball with my hand without gloves, everything. And when my allergic reaction to the sun just took over, I literally that just like took that dream from me, you know what I mean? I could have been a famous baseball player or something. That's how good I was.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
But it's like they say, it is what it is. Yeah, but that does suck though, man. Can you imagine? Like, you know what knows, what is it? Those murder mystery things, like on, what is it, the True Channel or whatever. Those mystery things when they say people's been murdered and stuff. All someone has to do is just literally throw me in like a desert that's far from like maybe like 30 miles or whatever far from a city, and it's just hot, and then I'm just gonna just catch on fire like a vampire and vaporize. So yeah, being allergic to sunlight sucks. And then some people think I'm joking about it, and I'm like, I'm not joking. I'm like, this shit is real. Oh yeah, and I'm allergic to chapstick as well. Like, and it's funny too, I literally have to dodge water balloons during the summer. Like, everyone loves water and water balloons. If a water balloon hit me during the summer, like, oh my god, that's like splashing holy water on a vampire when they're in the sunlight. So so you see what I mean? It's like even worse. So yeah. Crazy stuff, man. It's a crazy world we live in, brother. Yeah. Yikes. So when I see it's summertime, I'm like, oh, baby. Time to hide in my house. I ain't trying to die. Yeah, but there's people that I know of that's allergic to the cold. Like, if it's too cold, they break out in a rash. But I mean, your skin thing is scary. Hey, Koi. If someone threw holy water on me when it's sunlight, man, that stuff would tear me up. Look at this. It's not even... I'm getting rid of this. It's not even rolling into crit rate. Not even one time. Something you would do? You would take me out? The villainous king? Oh my god, this is so horrible. I need to switch this with someone, please. No. This is the worst. I can't look at this artifact without, like, my soul wanting to explode. Where the hell is Rosaria at? No, Rosaria needs that crit damage, though. Let me see if I have another cryo. I don't. This is disgusting right here. Oh, this got to go. I'm telling you all right now, there's no such thing as copium, baby. I don't even start looking at Chug yet. Anytime I suffer from bad rolls, sacrifices must be made. Where's Diona at? Chog Yud has suffered enough. That's true. I can't in good conscience. I can't look at this. I can't look at this and feel happy. This is depression. I was happy. It said cryo crit rate, and I was like, yes. And then it's screwing me on my rolls, baby. Wait, let's see something. Let's see if a small sacrifice to the cone bread above. Okay, so I gotta get rid of 4 things. Oh, this is going. That's going. No, but I can't get rid of all the ice. I could get rid of water, though. But wait, I need 2 HP things of water. Well, her damage scales off HP, so I could get rid of... Because I'm going to use 2 water and 2 of these things, but that's if Kokomi is good enough. HP. Look at this cup, though. It's delicious. No, I can't get rid of it. What do you guys think I should sacrifice? And then I'll get back on topic after this. Well, it's harder to get the tropes. Something's gotta go, baby. And I think that's one of them. One of these has to go. One of these feathers. Damn, those are good feathers, though. This is so annoying, like when you're stuck. Defense. No. This could be Noel gear, though. You see what I mean? Okay, I'll get rid of healer stuff. Or no, I'll get rid of ice. This is ugly. This feather is ugly. I could get rid of that. Crit damage. Attack. Those feathers are good, though. Okay, we'll get rid of one of the tropes. You don't get these flowers for attack anyways. Okay, that's it. I had enough of this cup. The cup will be sacrificed. So now we got to pick which one do we want to risk having a heart attack over. Let's do the sands. These are the hardest to do. It hurts my heart. So, will we get crit damage? It's the questione. Wow. That was a weird roll. Damn, that's 72, though, dude. That shit hurts. No, it's not enough. Okay. That could roll into crit damage again. So I'm gonna keep that. I think the allergies aren't real. The fact that she blames phones makes it worse. And the allergies are real. I mean, all she got to do is just see someone allergic to peanuts. You know what I mean? Or like the oils. There's no denying how deadly that stuff is. I could do a physical cup, but I need cryo though. I'm gonna put this on her just for goodness sake. These stats are ugly. Look at this. 34 and 77, man. I have to see what I can do about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in this ice place for a long time, brothers. Yeah, but like I'm telling you though, allergies are real. There's some people allergic to water. I think that's horrible. They have to literally take a bath in milk. That's the only way they could take a bath safely. Who can I use? I can't use Kazuha.
Kamisato Ayaka, present.
I can't use any of them.
I can't wait any longer!
I'm gonna have Jean over here.
Ready for anything.
Zhongli.
I can do it.
Yeah, and using them in what is it?
My apologies.
Using them in a domain doesn't count. So that's just a disclaimer, folks.
Take flight.
Because you literally have to beat the domain. You have to be able to beat it. Doesn't count using those characters. But it's my Pyro team too. Who this? Hey, Techie. No. Do you want to know why I deny when someone tries to join my world? It's because if I try to do something villainous, they're probably going to try and stop me. So then it's a struggle for the fate of the universe. Someone tried to stop me from being sickening. Can't let that happen. I have to stop them before they stop me. But yeah, when someone doesn't take your allergies into consideration, no offense if that's your mom or best friend or anyone, that really puts you in a dangerous situation, you know what I mean? That they're unwilling to accept things about life. Like, there was someone I met before, she was allergic to sunlight too. And she would get like these little circle burns on her. Like, you know how leopards, they have like those little spots on them? She would get those spots
Stand clear.
for being in the sun. Crazy.
Take flight. Sakura swirl. So rude. Boba, get them.
You wanna know what's crazy?
Barbados.
The government know about these allergies, right?
Whirling snow.
And they won't create cures for them. You wanna know why? They literally have a means to cure this stuff. But they don't because there's not enough money they can make off of it. So, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
My apologies.
They literally want money to come up with cures. And they want to profit from it like a lot of money. You gotta think of them as like a greedy video game company. That's the best way to describe it. They want to get all the sales, right? So they don't care if people don't like something. It's all about the sales. So it's horrible. That's why there's no cure for me being allergic to sunlight. But you want to know what's funny though? You want to know what's funny about that? It's the fact that in my case, I'm still fortunate. Now, why am I fortunate? Even though I'm basically stuck with vampiric skin. The reason I'm lucky is because Las Vegas exists. People say, oh, that's the hottest place in the world. It has the best ventilation in the world too, because it's they obviously know it's hot, and that whole place accommodates tourists and the residents. So they're gonna have the best air conditioning in the entire on this entire planet. And then on top of that, a lot of stuff is 24/7. So I could have a normal life at nighttime in Las Vegas. That's why I want to live there eventually. You can't have a normal life with my skin condition in any other state or city, unless it's a place that never sleeps. So that sucks, you know what I mean? Yeah, but how you say you think you're getting scammed? I mean, everyone that has these allergies are. Like, look at that one girl, like I said. She's literally allergic or there's people allergic to water. It's crazy. People could be allergic to all kinds of stuff. Like, there's people allergic to bee stings. They could, like, die from that.
Add Astra at...
Wait, why don't I get my daily? Okay, it's facing that way. This is how I find stuff, because sometimes... What? Oh, it's over here. This way. Yeah. If I can't find something on the map, I push the button to target it, and then I face my character in that direction, and I look where the arrows pointed towards. That's helped me a lot. But yeah. And you know, and people might think, oh, you're just allergic to the sun, so your sun just, I mean, your skin just gets itchy, right? And that's it? No. My skin literally, like, you know how when you have goosebumps, and you get those bumps all over your skin and stuff like that? My skin, and like, you know how a lizard, how their skin, like, is real scaly with bumps? That's how my skin turns into. It goes on my eyelids, inside my nose, every part of my body. I'm like a lizard with my skin. And the tiniest beam of sunlight makes me feel like millions of red ants are biting me.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
The worst, one of the worst pains, brothers.
Whirling snow. Yeah. Absorption test. Swirl. Mark 2. Nice and spicy. Take flight.
To the berry.
Yeah.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Let me try.
Animal test 6308. I'm the frying pan.
I always miss that AoE, man. Well, you're dead, brother. Can you switch or nah? Yeah, but allergies is no joke.
Add Astra. But I am sorry you gotta go through that, Esther.
I trust you.
Horrible. You know, and I could relate to that too, because back then, my mom and dad, they didn't like believe that I was allergic to sunlight, so they literally see my skin turn into a lizard. And this is the thing, it lasts for months. So it takes like 2 or 3 months for it to go away. Yeah, that's dangerous. Like, if you're allergic to avocados, and which you are, and they're eating that in front of you, they could literally kill you. And that shit ain't even funny. You know what I mean? That's like someone juggling chainsaws in front of your brother and then taking it like it's a joke. Like, the thing could literally drop on him and slice him in half, or like someone not taking it serious and like driving fast in a car and then just not using the brakes. Like, putting people's life in danger is really, really bad. That is ultra toxic. Yeah. Like, if someone can't respect your health conditions, you have to stay away from them. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but when you're older, I'd be like, nah, fam, I can't be around you. And they're like, why? It's like, cause you could kill me by messing around. I mean, what could someone say to that? Like me, I have to keep telling people I'm allergic to sunlight. I can't be out during the day, dude. Like, I'm not like you. And they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like, just because you don't have it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Yeah, well, when you're adults, they have no choice. And then when it's your house, your rules, no avocados. Yeah, cause like for example, with me, if I see someone, they're not taking what is important to me because it is serious. That's like what they call, you have to establish boundaries in life, and you never let anyone cross your boundaries. And if they cross it, then there's consequences. Like, you just stay away from them, or you're not involved in their life anymore. Like me, I don't have no problem giving someone the Hulk Hogan boot into the abyss. Who cares what they tell you? Like, they better respect what you ask for, or did you just kick them to the curb? That's how I would be.
So close, so close. Whoa,
I have family that's really like toxic. And then you want to know what I did? I gave them what you call that, that Saitama One Punch Man punch out of my life. They're like, I'm sorry, and I'm like, I don't care if you're sorry.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
We don't want to hear that. Uh-oh. We want results. At least that's what I want. When someone interacts with me, Yeah, man. No one's gonna
Victory
take
is
you
almost
serious
ours.
until you start
Whoa,
being
nice
serious.
catch.
Like, I don't know your situation and stuff, but I mean, I can only say what I would do. But people know better than to mess with me. I don't care if I know someone for like... For example, I had a friend that I've known for like maybe 17 years, right?
That was a tough fight.
This friend knew I'm a really good person and kept on like being toxic around me. And guess what happened to that friend? No longer in my life. Forever.
Steady now. It's the final. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
And I mean, they can apologize all they want. But it's like, no. It's like, there's this saying, you believe someone the first time they show you who they are. So catch 3 sweet flower, 5 sweet flower. Believe them the first time, man. It never fold. Never gaslight yourself either and say, oh, you know what, they're just messing around.
So close, so close. Whew, that was a tough fight.
This is the thing. People could say, oh, you know, blood's thicker than water. No, it's not. Family is who respects you and your boundaries. That's what family is. People think just because you was born with them, your family. That's not true. Family has nothing to do with blood. It has to do with who treats you good and wants to be in your life.
Is it another Paimon?
Who behaves themselves in your life too.
So close, so close. Whoa, nice catch.
Yeah, what you're saying
You
sounds
got
like
it. You got it.
sounds like narcissist.
Whoa, nice catch.
You're dealing with parental and family that's narcissists, and that's not good, brother. Narcissists are very dangerous.
Victory is almost ours. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Yeah, I don't even mess around with narcissists.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, you're turning 21 next month. Well, that's good news. And I'm not even being rude, but... Oh, you can't live alone. Well, someday when you're able to, you should. I'm telling you, you only got one life, man. Don't let someone cost you your life because they think it's funny. You know what I mean? Like, you must have friends that you could roommate with. I mean, if you don't, you gotta find a way to make good friends that you could rely on, and you could roommate with them, and then bam. Yeah. Your brother's gonna get some good old karma. And what I mean by that is, You see what I don't think people understand what karma really is. Well, I'm gonna tell you in a second. People think karma is like, I do one bad thing so I don't gotta deal with it for the rest of my life.
Stay cool.
Well, what they don't understand is karma, if you do one bad thing, you could be punished for that bad thing for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like, suppose you steal one thing, right? And you're like, haha, I stole one thing. Well, guess what? You might have over 1,000 things stolen from you throughout your life. It could be a marriage, it could be friendships, it could be like your bank account, your credit card. And it, someone literally cannot get mad at it having been stolen from all those times throughout their life. Like, they deserve it because they're a bad person. You know what I mean? You can't say, I don't deserve this, and then you're like, well, I only did it one time. Karma doesn't care about if you only did it one time. You might have to pay the price forever. That's why it's no point being a bad person or doing bad things to others. That's what I believe. Someone could say, oh, well, I don't believe in bad luck. Okay, and then I tell them, do you believe in there's an opposite to everything? And they say, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, you did an action, now there's going to be a reaction. You know what I mean? I'm like, there's going to be a reaction to what you did, and it's not going to be a good one. Come on, stupid fish. There's always a reaction. There's always an opposite effect. Like someone getting away with doing something bad, and then it eventually catches up to them. And they literally can't hide it no matter how hard they try. That is like... Come on, hurry up. What is she doing? Yeah, but I'm sorry you're going through that, man. Because that shit ain't funny.
Yeah, you nearly got him. Whoa, that was a tough fight.
Like, let's just say someone does something bad. Let's just say they steal stuff, right? They like to steal. And then they have a marriage, and then, like, their spouse cheats on them. I'm like, don't get mad. Like, it was okay to steal, right? Now you're getting stolen from. Don't get mad. Like, this is what you get. And they're like, how can you say that? And I'm like, I'm saying it because it's the truth. This is what you get. You can't do bad things and then not get punished for it. That doesn't make sense. Because there's bad and good, right? There's the law of opposites. And I remember telling, Ichika, I remember telling him that. I was like, the law of opposites governs all of existence. Someone could say, no, it doesn't. It's just a hocus pocus. No, it's not. The law of opposites is real. Like, for example, scientists found in this universe, time flows like forward, right? In another universe, scientists found a solar system that time flows backwards.
You got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Scientists found evidence of there's like a black hole, and then there's a white hole. Instead of sucking in light, it pushes out light. There's an opposite to everything in the universe. When you go outside of Earth, there's no bias, right? There's no bias outside in the universe. So you could trust how the universe functions outside of this planet without any bias. And it shows you there's an opposite to literally everything.
That was a
Well, like for example, there's planets that solidified like Earth and the Moon, or not the Moon, but like Neptune and all that. Well, I don't know if Neptune is. I'm just gonna say Earth. Earth is a solid planet, right? But then there's giant gas planets that isn't solid at all, like Jupiter.
Victory is almost ours.
It's made out of pure gas.
My stomach is rumbling
The
already.
exact opposite. So you get what I'm saying? So, and what this comes back to is,
Wow, my stomach is rumbling
if people don't
already.
respect you, the opposite has to happen. You sat there and just took the abuse, right? Now the opposite's gonna happen, and you're not gonna take it eventually.
Wow, my stomach is rumbling already.
That's literally spoilers ahead in your life. You're eventually gonna rebel and push them away. And then how they used to not care, they're going to care because you just kicked them out your life. You see what I mean? It has to happen because the law of opposites is a universal law. It governs all of existence. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? Like look at me right now. I play Genshin Impact every day, and eventually I'm gonna do the exact opposite. I'm not gonna play every day. I might quit this game in the far future. That has to happen. Maybe I'll be too busy with stuff, you know what I mean? Who knows? But the opposite will happen, and I won't have time to play Genshin anymore.
Steady now, it's the final stretch. What is it? What is it?
And that's what I mean
Another Paimon?
about the law of opposites. It literally tells you everything in life.
Victory is almost ours. Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already. You've got it! You got it! Wow,
Like,
Paimon's stomach is rumbling
Me,
already.
what they guys say on this channel is that I'm an empath. And people's like, man, that stuff's hocus pocus and fake. And then I tell them, I don't care if you think that's fake. I'm like, I don't care what you think. I know it's real, and if you don't like it, then you're out of my life.
Victory is almost ours. What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
What do you mean you're forced to be a doctor? Oh, well. This is the thing. I was watching this guy called Dan Locke.
It's the final stretch.
I was watching this guy called Dan Locke, and he was talking about this exact thing you're talking about, like a support from parents. And he was like this. You get the opposite of their support, right?
Whoa.
They're gonna just automatically not support you. They're gonna say, hell nah. He's like, you ain't gonna be this, you're gonna be what I want, right? And then this is the thing though. If someone doesn't support you, it doesn't matter if they support you or not. Because your goal is not to be codependent on other people. You get what I'm saying? You can't depend on people for happiness, joy. You can't depend on them for support.
That was a tough fight.
You have to be literally what you need. You have to be your best friend. You have to be your bodyguard. You have to be your moral support and encouragement. You have to love yourself to the point to where you
Steady now. It's the final
are not
stretch.
codependent on others, because
That was a tough fight.
when you're not codependent, what ends up happening is that it doesn't matter how much obstacles in your way, you know how to get past it solo. It's like being a one-man army, and then on top of being a one-man army, you learn how to be a one-man army, and work with people on a team. And imagine if all those people are one-man armies, right? then you just got a whole army of like invincible people. So yeah, but never like this is the thing, and I can't stress this enough. Never believe that how people treat you represents your worth as a person. Never, ever believe that in your life. Hold up, if parents force their children to be famous, does that make people are working regular jobs? You want to know what, this is the thing. You want to know why? You want to know why most people are poor? I'm going to break down to you why most people are poor. And hopefully this answers your question. People are poor because they're all taught the same thing. They're taught, go to school, and that's a necessity, right? That makes sense to go to school. But then they're taught, hey, go to school and then go to college. They're like, okay, get into debt. They're like, get into debt, right? And then this is the thing. Like I'll break it down for what happens in America. I'm gonna give you the scoops of what it's like to be in America. In America, they want you to go to school, and then they want you to go to college. They want you to get in debt. You see, but what these people that hire, these business people don't tell people is that there's different tier lists, right? Like in Genshin Impact, there's a tier list, like of characters which are better, right? And in which people prefer. Now at these jobs, there's a tier list.
Whoa, nice catch!
Oh, you live in America? Okay, well it's perfect then. In America, they want you to go to college, go into debt. And then they're like, okay, now I'm forcing him or her to be a slave. You're like, I'm forcing them to be a slave because now they're in debt. So now they're forced to work, right?
So close.
And then
Stay cool.
and then this is the thing, they say, okay,
My stomach is rumbling already.
hey Koi. Yeah, and then they're like this, okay, now that I got them in debt, now they're forced to be a slave. And they're like, now what's going to happen is they're going to have to work. They're going to have to work, and then we're hoping that they get into relationships, and then we hope that they build these friendships, and then they start getting their like backstab. And then their relationships, we want them to start like breaking up. Like them to have heartache, so they start drinking, or they start running to things outside of themselves, and then what's going to happen is that's going to help us make more money off these people because now they're depressed and they have to go to therapy. You see what I mean? And then they're like, oh, when you're in therapy now you have to take these medicines to help you deal with depression. You see what I mean? They have your whole life planned out on how to trap you. And what rich people call it is the rat race. You're literally a rat placed in a maze, and they're farming you for your money. And what they do is they put you in debt, so now you're forced to be in a maze. You see, and the only way to get out of the rat race is to have a rich person's mentality, a rich mindset.
Whoa, nice catch!
If you want to get rich, I highly advise you read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a fantastic book. You should find that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Someone, like for example, someone could have $1 million, right? But if they have a poor man's mindset, they're going to match their expenses. So the person is going to... What I mean by match their expenses is this. I want $1 million, so I spend $999,000 in one day. You see what I mean? I match my expenses. I'm like, oh, I got a lot of money. Now I can spend a lot of money. Instead of, I'm going to invest this money and I'm going to triple, quadruple my money. You get what I'm saying? They don't teach people to be businessmen. They teach people to get in debt and to be slaves.
Whoa, nice catch.
Hey, see, this is the thing. In America, you know how much it costs to make it from the beginning of life to the end of life? You know how expensive it is? It literally costs $3,600,000 to afford your entire life.
So cool. Stay cool.
And you see, and this is what I'm getting back to about poor people. So what they do is they trick.
That was a
The
tough
reason
fight.
why there's few rich people is because what the rich people do is they convince people, hey, do the same thing everybody else is doing. And when you do the same thing everyone else is doing, it's like going to a grocery store and the entire population is in that one grocery store. Everything's going to sell out, right? So you can't even buy anything. And that's what they want to happen. They want everything to sell out. They want you to get trapped in the rat race. They're like, hey, we want you all to do the same thing, so guess what? Escher gets his degree, his doctor's degree, and guess what? Now he's got to go through the tier list. And then this is the tier list. This is the tier list in America. Are you family or friend? So it does. You can. Let's put it this way. Let's do a hypothetical.
Whoa, nice catch.
You have 50 master's degrees. You have. Let's hypothetical. Escher has 50 master's degrees, right? They're gonna say, okay, is this person my friend or family? And if the answer is no, then you go down the tier list. There's like, okay, so he's not top priority. Okay, now they're gonna say, okay, what race are you? Are you Asian? Are you Mexican? Are you black? Like what are you? Are you Middle Eastern? And then if you are any race that's a minority, you go down the tier list. And they're like, okay. Now they're like, okay, now, so they go off of friends and family first. That's top priority. Then they go off of race, and then they say, okay, now we're gonna go off of, can I benefit from you? Like, you know how they say people sleep their way up the ladder? That's what they do. If you're beautiful, can they sleep with you or not? Can they, like, do things to you? That's what they see next. And if they can, they're gonna get the job before someone with those 50 degrees. And then they're gonna say this.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
Is this person, how much potential they have? Are they gonna be better than me where they'll take my job? And then if you're a threat to them and their job, they're gonna get rid of you. And then this is the thing. Even if they hire you, right? Even if they hire you, they know they have to keep giving you raises, right? So eventually, 10 years down the line, they're going to find any reason to pick fights with you and get you to quit. Or they're going to try and fire you so they can hire someone cheaper. So basically, working for people is just a trap. It's a trap to keep you in line forever. And you'll never get out of it, ever, ever. You see, but this is the thing. You want to know what they hate, though? They hate people that want to be businessmen, businesswomen. They hate people that's financially smart. You see, you don't just need wisdom when it comes to society. You need wisdom when it comes to finances. Wisdom when it comes to self-preservation. How to avoid depression. You need all these tools. You see what I mean? And they don't want you to have those tools. You see, and that's what I'm telling you. If you want to do good in life, the first thing you have to do is this. Because like how you said, you know, your family doesn't respect you and all this. If you want to be successful in life and you want to financially survive in life, you have to first start out small. Okay, what do you mean by starting out small? I mean establishing boundaries with the people in your life. If someone disrespects you, you hold them accountable. There's accountability. You know what I mean? So if someone doesn't respect what you need, then you say, okay, you're out my life. They're like, well, you can't leave this house. Okay, well, I'm just never going to talk to you anymore, and I'm never helping you. I might be stuck here, but there's going to be consequences.
You've got it! You got it!
No, what? No, this how you said, you're taking business classes. No, that's good. Most people don't understand business. The profession you're taking actually helps with what I'm talking about. But what I see, and this is the thing. Look what you just said, Koi. Look what you just said. You said, I can't just drop my business classes for Heyo's TED Talk. Look what you just said. That means that they already put you in the rat race. That means that you're already going to school and you're already financially invested. You're already trapped. So now you have to go through the rat race. Now you're forced. You see, but this is the thing too. The only difference is the profession you're going into, it makes you smart enough to where you could see the options you have. You see, most people don't have business wisdom, business knowledge, none of that. Right? Most people are distracted with getting into relationships or sleeping around.
Victory is almost ours!
You're putting business first. That's a really
Wow!
that's a really smart step in the right direction. That's what you should be doing. That's what everyone should be doing. And like how Escher said, hey, I'm going to be a doctor. That actually is a profession that's hard to get in. So it's not oversaturated with people. So the odds of you getting hired because of your degree is a lot greater, because someone can't just hire their friend that has no experience and say, hey, you got to do this open heart surgery on this patient. You know what I mean? But no. But one thing I will tell you is this though, Koi, if you're getting into business and all this stuff, make sure outside of business you're practicing business still. You're practicing boundaries, because you want to be in business, right? You want to be your own boss someday. So you should be practicing personal boundaries with like everyday like relationships or bonds you have with people. Like that should be a priority. Like if someone steps over you, okay, a bad business deal. And what do? You either fire them or you demote them. And what I mean by that is you just demoting is not hanging around them, not helping them, and not bothering with them. And then they're going to realize, hey, I've been demoted out of Koi's life, so now I have to like get my act together, right? So you see, you're practicing business just by interacting with people. And then you just don't do it with that, you do it with other things too. You practice business in everything. You eat, sleep, and breathe business. So it's a habit. And it takes 60 days, it's scientifically proven. It takes 60 days to make something a habit. So you at least have to practice for 60 days to make it a habit. And then this is the thing too. You can't get into something that you're not passionate about.
Steady now! It's the final...
If,
Wow!
let's just say, Koi, that you're in this for the money, right? Okay, that's good.
Victory is almost ours!
But eventually, you're gonna clock out.
Is it another Paimon?
Eventually, you're gonna tap out. So basically, you're on borrowed time. Because the passion's not there, so work's gonna feel like work. And then the days are gonna feel like it drags. So yeah, you have to, Ooh. Yes! Dude, I got so lucky right now. So yeah, you gotta, I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by these two things. This is what I need to get the Mondstadt rod.
So close, so close! Stay cool! Whoa! Nice catch!
Yeah, because usually when I talk to people, see, this is the thing. You never want to be surrounded by yes men or yes women. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. The greatest poison you can ever be given is someone tells you what you want to hear. So, if this is boring, if this is like a lecture, or it's boring or whatever, that's good. That's real good, because it's something that you guys might not want to hear, but you need to hear. Because you want to know what? People pay thousands of dollars to hear some shit like this. And to me, that just blows my mind. They sit in seminars spending thousands of dollars listening to common sense things. You see, in YouTube, this is why YouTube's so great. You could learn things that can make you hundreds and thousands of dollars for free. You're learning how to be a professional for free. You know what I mean? You see? But like, like, if I wanted to be rich, I'm going to tell you how I could be rich, and it's guaranteed 100% going to work. Where I live, it's a small city, right? It takes 15 minutes to get out this city. There's no family fun places here, right? And let's just pretend COVID doesn't even exist. Let's just say it never happened, right? This place is so small, and it needs a family-friendly place. So all I got to do is open up a Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm rich. There's thousands and thousands of kids here, and there's no fun places to go to. So I'm running a monopoly, basically. Well, if I was you, I would go to a doctor. If I was you, I'd go to a doctor. And then once your doctor says, hey, Esther really has an allergic reaction to avocados, what's your mom gonna say? Is she smarter than a doctor? And that's their profession. I would ask her, I'd say, do you got doctorate degrees? And she would say no, and I was like, so you don't know anything, you're just going off your feelings. And I was like, and last time I checked, feelings are not facts, so you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, and you put my life in jeopardy. You're putting my life in jeopardy. And you think it's funny, and you're dismissive over everything. And I was like, and where it stems from is accountability. People don't like accountability these days. They like to do whatever they want without any consequences, and they don't know how dangerous that is. You know what I mean? Lack of accountability creates a toxic environment. It's impossible to live in. If you're a responsible person and you're surrounded by people that lack accountability, you are going to get screwed. You have to get away from that. There's no negotiating that. So, go to a doctor. Have it proven. Have it proven medically that you're allergic to it. And then they show her the hundreds and hundreds of papers and documents proving it's a medical condition. What's she gonna say? It's fake? Is she gonna say, oh no, I know better than this, doctor? No way she could say that. That's the perfect counter for someone that's dismissive. But then again, I mean, we're in America, right? You see how stupid anti-maskers are. Oh no, I'm just gonna cough and sneeze over everything and spread my germs. COVID ain't real, and then they die, and then they're all sad on their deathbed. It's like, you should have listened, bro. Yeah, it's like I said, man. All you gotta do, like, even if you guys just, take one thing from this. The most important thing I could tell you guys is accountability. And this is the thing, Koi. You said you're in business. Your profession is holding people accountable, right? Because you're the boss, and you're telling them, hey, I want stuff done this way, and you're going to get results. And then if they don't get results, you hold them accountable and they're fired. See? Accountability is a businessman or businesswoman's profession.
Is it another Paimon?
You're a professional accountability expert. Even if I eat avocados on accident, she takes away my phone. This is the thing. This is, you see, this is like, you just saying that now, how, hey, I'm allergic to avocados. If you're allergic to avocados and you eat it, she's gonna think you're lying. She's gonna say, okay, why aren't you on the ground dying right now or swelling up? She's gonna think you're lying. Because you ate it and nothing happened to you. Like, you shouldn't be able to survive eating that. Like, look at people that eat peanuts. They literally can't breathe, and they start swelling up like a balloon that's getting filled with water until it pops. Like, they literally get like that. It's crazy. So, yeah. What you should do is go to a doctor and get medically, like, tested. To see your extent. Because there might be different levels of your allergic reaction. You get what I'm saying?
Take flight. Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
But yeah, you can't, like, if you accidentally eat it, I mean, I would see why she's mad, you know what I mean? Because think about this. You accidentally ate that and you could die, dude. So it's not like she's taking it away for no reason. She's like, it's either you're lying. She's probably thinking, hey, you're either lying or what you call it, or it's not as severe as you say it is. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. The only way to prove how the severity of it, to see different levels, because like my son, he's autistic, right? And people's like, man, autism's fake. I don't give a shit what people say about that. That shit is real. But there's different levels. There's different levels of autism on the autistic spectrum. You know what I mean? Some kids, when they hear certain sounds, they'll just run up to you and then they'll smack you or hit you. Or some kids are autistic and they can't speak. They literally don't ever talk and they're just quiet for the rest of their life. Like, there's different levels. So, you have to test what level on the scale of your allergic reaction to avocados that you're on. You know what I mean? And then they gotta do, like, blood work on you. Okay, genetically, what's going on inside your body when you eat avocados? You need to go to a professional and get tested so you can have all the facts and then present it to them. And what are they going to say? It's fake news? They can't. It's impossible. They're going to say, oh man, he was telling the truth, brother. They're going to say, you really are. Like, my dad and them, they don't have to believe that I'm allergic to the sun. but I could stand out there and then they could see my skin start to bubble up. And they could see it get really red, and then they could see my skin turning into like lizard skin. And I'm like, what'd I tell you? You know what I mean?
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Like, what would they say? They can't refute that. I even got medicine to deal with it. Is that fake? Is like, because the cream that I use for my like vampire skin, it's like a cream that has like a steroid in it. And it literally helps. It does wonders. It takes away the rash like faster than if it just heals on its own. That's not a cure. That's just a treatment for it. But the crazy thing about that though is the doctor said if you use this cream too much, it'll thicken your skin wherever you put it. So it'll make it will like change the texture of my skin, which is kind of creepy. But yeah. So yeah, I don't mean to lecture you guys. I'm not no psychiatrist or all this other stuff, but this is just stuff off the top of my head. I mean, you guys could take it with a grain of sand, but I think what I'm saying makes sense. But always do your research too. Just don't take what I'm saying as it's the end all facts. Do your research. Like, try and find like faults in what I'm saying. Like, investigate, do the work.
So close. Stay cool.
You see, because
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already.
and I'm gonna tell you guys a secret that a secret to success. What my art teacher taught me. And my art teacher, his name's Richard Flores, and he teaches in this city called Visalia, California. And Mr. Flores, he taught me the secret to being rich. He said, he's like, okay, you have a profession, right? And I was like, right. And he's like, okay, now you got to learn everything outside of that profession that has nothing to do with it. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, okay, you're a baker, right? So learn how to trim trees. Start doing origami, right? And then you would think, hey, what does origami and trimming trees have to do with anything? Okay, have you seen those TV shows where they bake those cakes in those competitions? They have to learn how to trim the frosting. They have to know how to fold it properly. You see what I mean? It's things outside of it that's teaching you skills that other people that's competing with you don't have because they never thought to do that. Like a nurse, a sub-nurse, she was taking hand building ceramics, right? So she's dealing with clay. And she was doing ceramics, and she's a nurse. She's a registered nurse. Well, guess what? Because she took ceramics, and you got to feel the texture of the clays and all that, she became so good at feeling people's veins, feeling their veins and like feeling vital organs. She could feel it with her hands because it was super sensitive because she did ceramics. Well, she became a doctor because of it, and then she revolutionized what it means in medical class, and then now it's a requirement. You have to take hand building ceramics if for certain medical professions. And it's because she ventured outside of her profession and got into something that had nothing to do with the medical field. So if you want to be good in something, become a pro in what you're doing, learn all there is with that, but also, damn, I forgot the thing I had to catch here. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, learn what you gotta learn, and then learn things that has nothing to do with it, and then that could give you new ideas. And you see, and this is the thing to being rich too, new makes you rich. I'll get tell you guys right now, if you're trying to make money, if you try to do what everyone else is doing, I'm going to tell you the odds of that mathematically. Did you guys know that at exactly 7:17 p.m. you've been through 69,420 seconds of the day? No, I didn't know that. But I'm gonna tell you guys the odds of you being rich doing what everyone else is doing. Suppose Escher, right? You're doing a bakery. Suppose you're doing a bakery. Okay, you're like, hey, bakeries make a lot of money, right? Okay, now guess what? Now you got to compete against all the already established businesses that have a bakery, right? So let's just say you live in a big city. There's thousands and thousands of bakeries in that city that you have to compete with, and you're sharing money with them.
It's the final stretch.
You're literally sharing money with people if they provide the same thing that you're trying to provide. Let's just say you're a master at making donuts. You're competing with everyone that makes donuts, and even if everyone goes to your donut shop, right? You're still losing money. You want to know why? Because other people are making donuts. So they're taking some of your money away. They're taking some of your customers away. You're competing with people. This is why when you make new things, you're not competing with anyone and you run a monopoly. But the danger to doing something new, okay, I need a stonefish, is that you have to do it so good that no one could beat you at it. Like, look at Walmart, for example. Look how much stuff they provide, and then they put Walmart near like middle class and poor places, and everyone shops there. They literally took businesses from shoe stores, from eyeglass companies, from cell phone companies, and they are covering every avenue of what someone's everyday need is, right? And they're just getting all the money because of it. You see what I mean? And they did it so good, Kmart copied them, right? And then Target copied them, and all these places started doing it, right? And then guess what? They still don't make as much money as Walmart. It's just like WWE with wrestling. They made wrestling so popular, everyone goes to them. That's the standard. So they make the most money. And if someone tries to copy you, they're never going to make as much money as you, so they lose anyways, by default. So yeah, if you guys go into a profession, make sure that it's something that makes a lot of money, and then you could branch off with a new spin on it. And then you're going to run a monopoly, and then you're going to just make hella money. You know what I mean? Like this guy I follow on Instagram. His name is Dan Locke. Very rich man, and he's teaching people how to be rich for free. And what he's doing is he's saying if you want to get rich, get a degree. I think it's a degree or something, but learn how to sell patents to people. And he's like, that's a skill. That's a skill that's high paying, and it doesn't take like centuries off of your life either, or like trillions of years. And that's an over exaggeration, but you guys get my point. He literally does something that's easy to do for him, right? And he makes a lot of money. That's what you do. Learn high-paying skills. Don't learn stuff that's low-paying, because guess what? You're going to be making $6, $7 an hour, struggling. Yeah, you would make more money, but there's a big demand on you. Like, let's put it this way. Okay, you're a doctor, right? You're a doctor, right, Escher? Okay, now, guess what? Depending on which kind of doctor you are, you could be called in for emergency surgeries when you just went to sleep. oh, guess what? Someone got in a car crash. You gotta save their life, right? You gotta save their life now, and you're in surgery when you're dead tired. And then on top of that, if the person dies, you have to deal with the emotional trauma that you have to have a therapist.
Victory is almost ours!
You have to have a therapist so you can deal with the emotional trauma of things. Like, I remember when I was a security guard for hospitalized inmates,
You make that look easy!
this nurse told me that this child was dying, right? And then she was trying everything to get that child's heart to start. She went for 30 minutes ham trying to save that kid's life, and that kid just passed away. There was no way she could help him. She did everything she could, right? That's emotional trauma that she's had to live with for the rest of her life.
Steady now!
She has to live with telling the parents that that kid didn't make it. And then on top of that, she has to live with visually reliving that in her dreams.
My stomach is rumbling already!
Or like, she has to visually live with that, with seeing that kid's face in her dreams, or any time. It could happen anytime. She could have the happiest time of her life, and then she visualizes that kid that passed away. Like, that stuff doesn't go away. And it eats at you. And I'm not trying to persuade you of being a doctor, but this is the thing. When you go into a profession, make sure you take everything into consideration. You just can't say, hey, I want to do this. It seems cool, or it's going to make me lots of money. You need to say, can I deal with it? Like, have you ever thought that being a doctor pays a lot of money because there's a lot of emotional trauma that you're going to suffer from?
You got it! You got it!
Are you able to carry that weight on you? Because if the answer is yes, absolutely go for it.
Thinks you've earned yourself a new title!
But the worst thing you could do is go into a profession that you're going to quit, and then you're in debt. And then you got to see too, what profession is in demand? What's making the most money right now? Is it going to make a lot of money in 10, 20 years from now?
What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Are you going to be able to build up money and save money just in case something happens? Yeah, no, I'm not trying to dissuade you. Like, if you want to be a doctor, go ahead. If you already invested in your classes, you should follow through with stuff. But
What is it? What is it?
like I said, you could be different doctor too. You don't have to be like a doctor that does surgeries. You could be a doctor that's just like a dietitian or something. You know what I mean? You talk to people. You see their blood work. You see, what is it? You could be like a nutritionist, a dietitian. You could be someone that helps people like walk again. You know what I mean?
A blade embraces its duty.
There's not just one type of doctor, but I'm talking about if you go for like, you know what I mean? To do surgeries and stuff, or like work in the ER. Be prepared, man. But if you're going to be a doctor for other things, you know what I mean? You could be a psychiatrist. They're doctors too. They're doctors of the mind. You don't have to give up on being a doctor, but there's a lot of professions. So when you say you want to be a doctor, you got to be real specific with what kind of doctor you want to be. You get what I'm saying? You can't just say, yeah, I want to be a doctor, man. You know, what kind? And then on top of that, you gotta weigh the pros and cons. Never just go based off of something like, hey, I feel this is for me. Never base your profession off your feelings, because guess what? 20 years down the road, you might have a change of heart and say, I just don't feel happy no more. And then guess what? Now you gotta go back to college and get another profession to get hired. You see what I'm saying? base stuff off of if it makes financial, mathematical sense. And then you make a list of the pros and cons. You know what I mean? Like, what I would do if I was you, any of you, if I was to go into a profession, what I would do is this. Hey, I'm gonna Google and go on YouTube horror stories, right? Horror stories of the profession I want to go into. And then you see all the cons. You see all the horrific stuff that could happen. And then you look at the pros. And then you say, okay, I made a lengthy list. I've sat on this for a couple months. Is this for me or not? That's what you do, man. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that's what I would do. That's what I do. That's what I do. Jeez. Got the hiccups. Yikes. You know what? I'm going to do a random fact because all this serious talk. A random fact. I thought this was fake, right? But I have a fear of hiccups. And that might sound stupid, but it's not. One guy had hiccups for most of his life. Like, continuous, every single day, 24/7. And it never went away. And every time I get the hiccups, I would be scared. So I actually Googled how to get rid of hiccups. And I seen on there, one of the methods was to drink 1 bottle of water really fast. I thought that was the stupidest, fakest thing, right? But I was like, but I can afford to do this. I can see if that makes sense. Yeah, like this is the thing. If you have a fear of hiccups or something, the cure for that is drinking a water bottle really fast. And it goes away. Like, that's what I did. I literally drank like a bottle full of water really fast. And then I didn't have the hiccups. I was like, maybe this is a coincidence. So I have to try it again. You get rid of hiccups by drinking water. It's true. And then you want to know what? I even checked multiple sources. Like, is this true? Is this just stupid, superstitious fake news? No, it's real. Because that shit worked for me. And then I was like, but it's inconclusive to me still because I haven't done it multiple times. I need to see the consistency of if it works or not. So if I just kept on having the hiccups, then I would try it again. Maybe after 3 test runs, then I'll say it's a fact. You get what I'm saying? But till then, I could have just got lucky. Oh wow, congrats on that. But if you do, try drinking a water bottle, a bottle of water really fast and see if that helps. And then if it goes away, hey, people aren't just making stuff up.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Yeah. Tell us your secrets. But yeah, like I'm telling you guys though, always check the pros and cons of everything because I just, growing up in life, yeah, I'm sure I'd be interested in your facts and stuff, but yeah, but no. My dad, he would tell me, hey, you gotta study to, like, be, you gotta get degrees and stuff. And then I started seeing my friends, and family too. They were going for degrees, and then they got degrees, and then they're sitting on degrees, and no one will hire them, even though they're qualified, because they'd have to pay too much money. It's insanity. So it's like, going for some degrees is a scam. I know plumbers make good money. It's like gross, but I know they make good money. shit, you can make a lot of good money. Tell me a random fact, please. Ichika's like, no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, well, Ichika, you could say something random that's like, I don't know, that's like a neutral thing. Like, I don't know. Let me think if I know a random fact. Well, I say yes, Ichika, so guess what? It's majority vote. Me and Koi voted yes. So, majority wins. Okay, there we go. You guys are trolling each other. Like, let me go with a random fact. Did you know that, you know how if you buy a gallon of milk in a store, I don't know if this is the same in every country, but you know that little bump in the side that's like bumped in, like it's like it's pressed into the milk gallon or jug, whatever. Did you know when that presses out, that means that the milk is no longer good because the gas is in it? When milk is bad, the gases tend to expand and it presses out that little bump in the side. So that'll let you know if the milk is good or not. Crazy, huh? Well, I got that pole. Damn, I'm on a roll. And I learned that, like, I think last year. No, this year. I learned that this year, and I'm like 36 years old. Yikes. And I didn't even know that you could cut green onions down to where you know it has the little roots on the end and stuff. And what you do is you plant that and you water it, and then more green onions sprout from it. You could even do that with pineapple. I was watching this dude cut like green onions and pineapple, and he would plant it and it literally regrows. He's like, don't waste your money just buying something and throwing it away. He's like, learn how to regrow it. And that's genius. You know what I mean? But you can't sell that to people, because if you tried selling it, then you'd have to like get like business license, and yeah. Yikes. Now, what else is there? What else facts do I know? I know that sandstorms are dangerous, and people might think, oh, sandstorms, that stuff is nothing. No, sandstorms is made out of like, if you look at sand under a microscope, you'll see it looks like little gems in little rocks, just crushed up and tiny, right? And it's sharp. So if you... I gotta change my team. Oh my god, I can't change them in the ship. Yeah, well, anyways, the reason sandstorms are so dangerous is because it's basically tiny, tiny rocks that splash your body. And it could literally peel the skin off of you. So a sandstorm, you come out of that sandstorm, you're not going to have no skin, brother. So yeah, scary stuff. And then what's even crazier is I learned about moon
Just
dust.
sharpen my spear. Send one, send 'em all.
For example, oh, I can't use Bennett. This sucks. Okay. Well, this is good. That's another job to add to your list. You want to know why it's dangerous to breathe in dust on the moon? Why moon dust is very, 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 very dangerous. You might think, oh, it's just dust. Oh, no, it's not just dust, brothers. It is, it's not, there's no interaction with it. So they're all extremely sharp. It's not like dust and sand and stuff on our planet. You know what I mean? The planetary, like, storms, the elements and stuff. It's like, it doesn't, moon dust doesn't have that. So it's just straight up sharp dust. And if you breathe that in, it would slice up your insides and kill you super fast. So yeah, if you wanted to, if someone in outer space wanted to assassinate someone in outer space, all they have to do is blow moon dust in someone's face. And then they breathe that in, and then it would cut up everything in them. And this is the thing too, it is in your lungs, so it never comes out, baby. It's stuck. It's in for life. Crazy, huh? The more you know, brothers. Uh-oh. Oh, that's actually good that Hiccups get hurt.
Wind, hear me.
Bye-bye. So if the rings of the Saturn is 10 million years, but sharks are 450 million years old. I don't know. I don't know how how old sharks are, but what I do know is that a lot of stuff in the universe is a lot older than the stuff on this planet. Like, you know how they talk about asteroids, right? I'll give you a little fun fact. I forget which thing it is. I think it's Jupiter, yeah. Did you know that we need Jupiter to protect Earth? Did you know that? Yeah, sharks existed for millions of years, but I don't think they've been around longer than sharks. No, yeah, no, I don't think sharks have been around as long as, oh my god. Oh, I thought I was getting attacked. Sharks haven't been around as long as these planets, I know that. But we need Saturn, right? Because it deflects asteroids that could destroy Earth. Literally, that planet has saved us from asteroids hitting us because the gravitational pull is so strong there, it literally deflects it from hitting Earth. And Saturn is just a big old ball of gas. So it's not like if an asteroid, let's hypothetically say, even though it's impossible, if an asteroid tries to hit Saturn, it can't hit it because it's a big ball of gas.
You got it!
So that's awesome, brothers.
What is it? What is it? Is it another
What
pylon?
would you think about space? Fun fact, Earth had gotten a wow signal that got reflected off a space debris. Oh, I didn't know that. What would you think would happen if Earth stopped spinning? I don't know what would happen. I think it would be catastrophic, though. Like, have you guys ever seen the movie Independence Day? It has all those spaceships that come and then, like, start vaporizing and killing people. Well, you want to know that movie is scientifically inaccurate. If ships of that size and magnitude entered the Earth's atmosphere, it would throw our entire weather into chaos. They could kill every human on Earth just having ships come in our atmosphere that big. The parts that go flying can go up to speeds of 40 miles per hour. I already knew this. Oh, wow. Yeah. But that shit... I know there's space debris out there. I know there's space debris to where it, what is it? that like someone can't just go into outer space. Like, let's just say magically, hypothetically, there's space cars and people could go into outer space. If you try to leave Earth, the space debris would rip you in half. So scientists are actually making like space nets to catch the debris.
Victory is almost ours!
Now that's crazy, brother.
Whoa! Nice catch!
Yeah, whales are deadly, but you want to know what? If one swallowed you, their throat is too small to swallow you, so that's why they spit out humans when they swallow them. Because they'll choke to death on trying to swallow you. Like, even as gigantic as they are, their throats are smaller than people think. Like, you could have the world's buffest bodybuilder, but their throat is still small, you know what I mean? Like, they could choke on an egg and die still, no matter how strong they are. Yeah, these fish are hard to get.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
They're more deadly when they're dead. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. And Megalodon, the biggest extinct shark, feed on whales. You want to know what I think? The human head can remain conscious 20 seconds. Oh my goodness. That would be the worst thing ever. I hope I never get decapitated. Anyone that does, man, yikes. Oh, did you guys know that there's literally like people, like when they see thunderstorms, they're afraid of thunder like striking them from above. Lightning can actually come from under the ground and strike people. It's not just from the sky. Literally under your feet, a big pillar of lightning can hit you, and you hit a backflip, and it's over for you. Yeah, go check that out. Lightning comes out the ground, man. That shit hits you. Like, it's like, you would think you're safe, but hell no. You could have hit that backflip, baby. That stuff is scary.
Victory is almost ours!
And it can hit you 30 miles away from the nearest visible cloud. You could be 30 miles away, see the storm off in the distance. Guess what? It could still strike you. Lightning is amazing. A beautiful art that a lot of people don't know about, you guys should check it out, is lightning photography.
So close, so close!
People chase storms
Wow,
just to take
Paimon's
pictures
stomach is
of the
rumbling
lightning,
already.
and it's beautiful. I'm not going to be too active in chat. I have a project I have to complete before the... Oh, okay. All things... Hey, I'm a procrastinator too. Yeah, good luck on a project, but yeah. That stuff is scary though, man. Lightning ain't no joke. But I actually want, when I'm old, I won't care to like chase storms and do lightning photography. Like, if I get hit with lightning, then that's just too bad. But I want to take a picture of lightning and like put it on my wall. I think that would just be amazing. Like the clouds and everything. Even cloud photography is amazing. But I need like a good camera because I've seen some amazing clouds that look like curtains. I've seen a lot of good
You
stuff.
got it! You got it! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
I need so use percentage here. Outside is a kid. Lightning strikes. I thought it was in the heavens already. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff with regards to how the hell did I panic that big ass fish? I don't understand. I wasn't even near that full. Well, you see, this is relaxing, fishing and talking about random facts. An A. Oh wow, you know, I suck at drawing. Or painting for that matter. But I'm good at ceramics.
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
And how my teacher taught me is he's like, okay, I could teach you to build anything. He's like, I could teach you to build anything you want. And everyone was like, bull crap, right?
Wow.
And he's like, no, I can literally teach you how to build anything. And he was like, okay, well, how? And then he's like, okay, you have to break everything down into shapes. Circles, squares, rectangles, blah, blah, blah. Literally, he makes you draw out a list and, like, you'll make a circle and just put, like, ×4 or whatever, right? And then I was able to make video game characters that was only pixelated. There was no 3D models. I was able to make them in real life. Like, I made this tomato man in this from this game called Secret of Mana. It was amazing. Quoted by professional procrastinator. Yep, I'm a master of procrastination. But you want to know what? Like Koi and Ichika, I think both of you, I told you about the law of opposites. I was the, like, if they're into that, if there was a god of procrastination, I'm telling you, I would be that god in this game. But what happened to me was, I hate when something hangs over my head, so I have to do it fast and speed run it. Once I speed run that responsibility, I feel like I'm free and I can breathe again. I swear I am a procrastination archon, man. They'd say, hey, everyone needs to get saved. And I'd say, okay, wait a second. Let me just finish beating this boss real quick in this game. Like, we know we need you now. And I'm going to say, how about you wait, buddy? And I'm like, and while I go to help you, you can make me something like, you can make me like a pizza or something. I'm like, I'm doing something for you, so you're gonna make me a pizza, cause I'm hungry. And then yeah, and then they're like, I'm not giving you the pizza until you save us. And I'm like, okay. I save everybody in 2 seconds, and I'm like, now I want the pizza, bro. And you wanna know what's funny? I like a pizza that no one likes, at least that I know of. And it's because people aren't open. You just got law of opposites. I swear, that literally is life. But, what is it? My favorite pizza, and this is no cap, is banana slices with pepperoni slices. So banana pepperoni pizza. And then what I do is I put peanut butter on the crust on the outside, like at the end that no one really likes to eat, and it literally tastes like crispy toast. Like people's like that sounds disgusting, and I'm like, do you eat toast with peanut butter? They're like, yeah, and I was like, it's literally toast, and it's crispier than toast. It's like the crispiest type of bread you could get is pizza crust, brother.
Clients, 2 clients, 3 clients.
That's my favoriteest pizza. And it was funny because I call them my guardians because they're the closest people to me. One of them said they wrote pregnant when I wrote that on my Facebook wall. And I was dying, man. I don't care what anyone says. It tastes like sweet and spicy. Someone could say, oh, you know, that's disgusting. But no, if they like sweet and spicy food, yeah, they can't even talk stuff. And I know Mexican candy have sweet and spicy candy. Let me tell you, and I love it. It's absolutely delicious. Jesus precious. Well, the pizza I like isn't on the menu, so I literally have to go to a pizza place and give them bananas and pay them extra to put it on there. But that's what I'm going to start doing, man. I'm going to say, hey, I want a pizza, but I want it my way, brother. I'm going to say, I want some banana on this. But you want to know what I thought about, too? I thought about a pizza that nobody makes, and I think it's the stupidest thing. I can't... I'm not calling people stupid. I'm just saying how no one thought of this amazes me. But then again, everyone stick to what they know. You know what I mean? They don't go outside their comfort zone. Well, a vast majority doesn't. Okay, anyways. I want to get Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I want to shred up the chicken and the meat. And then I put that on top of my pizza before it's put in the oven and roasted. Can you imagine that? Kentucky Fried Chicken meat on top of your pizza. It ain't like, because I know people put chicken and I forgot the other thing they put. But dude, that would be so bomb. No one does that. You see, and someone would get rich if they did that. They're like, hey, we make KFC chicken and we put it on our pizza, bros. You know how much money that person would make? Because nobody does it. Everyone just makes the same shit. So it's like they would make a killing with money. You guys could take that damn idea. Get rich off of it. Because I told Ichika I make KFC fried rice. That's right. KFC fried rice. The most delicious fried rice I ever had in my life. All you gotta do is get, I think it's called rosette chicken. It's whatever. It's like already cooked. Or you could go to KFC or Popeyes or whatever chicken cooking place. And then what you do is you make your fried rice, right? You put in a bag of vegetables. And then you like cook scrambled eggs. And then you mix that all together. And then what you do is you drizzle light oil on top. And then you mix the KFC chicken and the skin, the shredded skin, with the fried rice. And the whole bowl tastes like KFC. It's the most addictive thing ever. That would turn the whole nation fat. If they knew to make that. Because I make Spam fried rice. I make ravioli fried rice. Anything could be fried rice. And then I thought of dessert fried rice. Like sweet sugar and churro fried rice. Or churros. However you pronounce it in Spanish. But yeah. Churro fried rice. Nobody makes that. But I make it. And that's what would make me a grip of money. Dessert rices. That needs to be a restaurant. Oh man, rice is amazing. You see, because this is the thing, you can make rice, whatever you flavor your rice with, you can make it taste like anything. Like, have you ever had mushroom gravy? Now, all you gotta do is cook a hamburger the way you like it. Don't like add cheese, none of that weird stuff, right? You cook hamburger, you season it the way you like. Yeah, you really should, because you will blow your mind with the combinations. You know what your favorite flavors, so you can make the ultimate dishes for yourself. Well, yeah, you may hate mushrooms, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Hamburger and mushroom gravy is something I learned from my mom, and she learned this in Hawaii because, like, I'm Hawaiian as well. Like I said, I have a lot of nationalities. And I know first thing someone says, think Hawaiians, oh, pineapples and spam. Even though that's true. Yeah. But they make hamburger mushroom gravy. My God, that's delicious. Or there's this thing called, well, what the heck is it called? I'm trying to think. Dang, I forgot what it's called. I can't believe I forgot. Oh, it's called Loco Mocos, right? Basically, what a Loco Moco is, you fry a hamburger patty. You fry a hamburger patty, and then what you do after that is you make an egg that's, I think sunny side up. You could do it that way, or you could do it over easy. You make hot rice, and then you make brown gravy on the side. So what you do is you put the rice at the bottom, then you put the hamburger patty on top of the rice, and then you put the egg, the fried egg, on top, and then you drizzle brown gravy on top. Absolutely out of this world delicious. I told you guys, I gotta have a diner someday, and when I do, I'm gonna be making so much delicious food that no one makes, and then people's gonna try and, like, copy, and that's what I want. I want people to copy me and say, hey, maybe I should make stuff nobody makes, and that adds variety to life. Like, my favorite drink in the whole world is sparkling apple cider, and I mix blue raspberry flavoring in there. Like, you get those little drops, those liquid drops to flavor water with, but you put that in the sparkling apple cider. The greatest drink in the entire planet. That's sugar. I never met anyone that said that drink was not delicious. And then I got screwed because there's a fast food place in America called Sonic, right? And Sonic had green apple, and that's just delicious, period. Green apple, and then they had Powerade, and my favorite drink would be green apple mixed with Powerade. I swear that drink tasted so delicious. And it was the blue Powerade too, not like the red, not any of that weird stuff. It was the blue Powerade, so blueberry, green apple. And then you could add nerds to it. Total diabetes drink. But it was delicious. I know how to make drinks taste good, man. I'm like a master at that. Because I just mix too much stuff. Like when I used to drink coffee, I can't drink it no more, but when I used to drink it, I would make coffee with, I would melt, like, you know, spearmint candy? It looks like peppermint candy, but it's like a little disc and it has green stripes on it. I would put 2 or 3 of those in my coffee, and that stuff tastes like spearmint minty coffee. It was so delicious. And then you could put caramel in there too. Whipped cream. Take that to the next level, brothers. You guys are literally talking to a Willy Wonka in real life. I really am like him.
Victory is almost ours!
1 second.
What is it? What is it?
Proudest thing I
Is it
ever
another
done in the
playin?
kitchen was mixing my chocolate drink. You can cook and make drinks? Hell yeah. Like, one thing I'm gonna tell you is this. You could literally, and I'm not just saying this, like, I'll talk about the stuff I make on stream, but if you really want to learn how to cook, if you want to cook like a master, go online. If you want to learn how to cook like Chinese food, find Chinese YouTube channels of street vendors cooking. You see, because a street vendors are better than just restaurants, and I'm going to tell you why. At a restaurant, you're paying for environment, right? Because that's part of the pricing. Like, people might think, what the hell does environment got to do with pricing? It has everything to do with it. Look at when you go to like a rich, fancy restaurant. You're not only paying for like the food, you're paying for the environment.
You got it! You got it!
The environment is lavish and luxurious. That literally is added to your total pricing.
What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Jay, been real quiet. Yeah, like, I'm telling you. So, street vendors make better food than restaurants because they don't have the environment. And they're going to be like this, okay, well, if my food doesn't taste out of this world, people are going to hate standing outside burning in the sun, and they're not going to think my food is worth it. So it has to taste like the most delicious thing on this entire planet, and it has to hook them, right? Okay, but that's why street vendors make the best food. That's why I highly encourage, if you want to learn, like, different restaurants, I mean like Chinese, Japanese, like Thai foods, whatever. Search for street vendors that make food. It's incredible. They make the best. That's how I learned a lot of stuff. I learned how to make a see-through pie.
Victory is almost ours!
And you could literally see the texture. You could literally see the texture at the bottom. Like this one person, they boiled oranges. They peeled the skin. They separated the orange like pieces and stuff, and then they boiled it in sugar and all this stuff, and they made the syrup, right? And after that, I think they boiled it again, and then once it was dried up, they put it at the bottom of this crust they made, and then they made this like almost gelatin, see-through, like pie filling, and then you could see through it, and then you could see the oranges designed so beautiful at the bottom. It's incredible, and it's delicious, and you don't see this made at any restaurant. They literally make stuff that they know sells. So yeah, that's why whenever I have my diner, it's gonna have the best food ever that no one ever seen. I remember when I was a kid, I would buy avocados and bread. You know, I swear I'm allergic to a food. I just can't think of it right now. But I'm in the same boat with you when it comes to like being allergic to some foods. Like, if you think about it, I'm allergic to any liquid while I'm in the sun. So if orange juice spills on me, I'm screwed because that's thick. Apple juice, like candy, if that melts and gets on my skin, it's going to be instant rash. And I'm going to cook even faster in the sun. So yeah, major yikes. So in a way, I'm allergic to any liquidy type food. Or gravies. Oh wow, I could get another one. Yeet. Now I have to see how to get this. I need purple fishies and the blue ones. And I think I searched as much as I could. Purple ones are going to be easy clap. I have 18 already. I just need those blue things. I almost have all the rods. That's amazing. Now I gotta upgrade the catch. Yeah, but I do apologize for being super chatty. I love to talk about stuff. No. Let me see. So I just need one more. I just need 12 more fat fishies, and then I'm done. Or 10 each. And purple ones. Wow. 32. Crit rate 12. This is perfect on her. But yeah, I think we're coming near the end, brothers, of the stream. It's that sad time. That time where when the cone bread is fully cooked in the oven. I know it's called cornbread, but I say cone bread because I just love saying that because it's annoying and no one says it like that. Like no one that I know of. And we about that cone bread here, folks. But we're near the end of the road. And I'm still sick to my stomach of that stupid cryo cup that didn't roll on anything, dude. That was disgusting. I need another cryo cup. We'll find more. Even if it's a purple, I don't care. Oh, it's that time of that hour, huh? Yep. Like, I got, Ichika, you should have seen, I got screwed on that cryo cup. It had crit rate and it wouldn't roll on it. And people might think, oh man, you still wasted it. You could have put it on someone. Actually, I can't, brothers. Because guess what? She doesn't have a bow that allows me to, like, just copium my way through it. Like, I literally need my crit rate to skyrocket to 50, and then I focus on crit damage. So I literally need, like, 16 crit rate, and then I'm good. Oh, you're lucky. I wish I had that. What time of hour? Oh, the time where I escape. Where I escape. I Houdini Maximus. And close the stream. But we're gonna close it with, who are we gonna close it with? I don't have her spec up. I'm gonna have to pick someone that has a flashy exit. I could do Ayaka. Well, folks, I enjoyed
to be working
this.
with you.
Gob. I enjoyed this, everyone. This has been fun and very informative and stuff. The thing is, I have no one that can use it. Oh man, the ultra cringe. I don't want to bother raising Chungya and Kaya or Rosaria. Man, Rosaria helped your ball. She's like a battery for energy. On top of that, she causes, I think, a superconduct. Well, yeah. Hey, I even forgot when I said I'm not going to use him. I think I'm 2 days in, though. No, this has to be my 3rd day. Yeah, because I remember the fish. I stopped when it came to fishing. Like, I needed to refresh my fish. So, I gotta go to a place that looks cool, too. I'm all about being fancy in this game, folks. There's no such thing as not being fancy. No such thing, brothers. But yeah. Okay. We're going to the very toppest. And here we go. Conra again, the arch nemesis that bumps into people. And Maki too.
Protection of the Electro Arc.
Admit it, you like using characters that you normally don't, huh? Yeah, it's like I'm getting bored using other characters, like the same ones to beat everyone up. Man, leave those to me. I am trying to leave them alone. You see, but they keep on taunting me. We're not going through this hero villain thing. I am. The title of a stream is Heroic Heyo. I am a hero. But anyways. Ooh, my favorite song. So thank you everyone once again. This has been lovely. I hope I could have been of some assistance. Heroic your ass. I hope this was of some assistance to you guys. You know, I am a hero, okay, everyone? I help, I save. So you all take care, and I catch you later. Oh yeah, shout out to J. Koopa, Ichika, and whatchamacallit,
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Toy and Asher, thank you all. Thank you guys very much. I'll catch you all later. See ya.
My opponent!